Hey everybody, and welcome to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got a match of X-Wing 2nd Edition for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This match between Ghost on the left and Noah on the right. We are in round 2 of the KYBER Cup. Ghost with Lando, Dengar, Torani, and Gargor. Noah flying scum as well, but this time with Nomb, 2 Zealous recruits, and 2 Tracer Thread Cartel spacers. So Ghost has been flying variations of this on the stream. Zam Wessel, obviously popular. Not only are they in both of these lists, but we just had a Zam match before this. I think I'm pretty well versed in Zam at this point. Lando with Zam can take a bonus attack, Dengar style, if both of those charges are charged up. Can also use that with You Should Thank Me to get a target lock after defending. Got Zuckus to modify the enemy's defense dice, Agile Gunner to spin that arc around for free in the end phase. Lando title, going to be giving you extra attack dice if the opponent is stressed. Dengar, Marksmanship, Auto Blasters, Hondo, and Greedo. We've seen this as well from Ghost. Turns out coordinating at I6, it's kind of good. There's a reason why Rebel Finn is very expensive, and it's not just because his ability is pretty good. Torani, Cluster Missiles, R5, TK, and Muni failsafe. We see that triggering right now, I believe. Yep, Torani's got a target lock on Lando. Gonna shoot into Lando to charge up Zam, which he can do because he's got R5 TK, allowing him to shoot friendly ships. The weird thing here is, so he's target locking Lando so that he can shoot Lando and try and reroll the hits and crits that actually would do damage to Lando. But traditionally in a list with Torani and Gargor, you would lock Gargor, send Gargor in, try and get it close to the enemy, R5 TK, shoot Torani into Gargor, which would then trigger Torani's bullseye ability, and if Gargor is bumped, it would trigger Gargor's ability as well. Then bounce off of that with cluster missiles and shoot the opponent, thereby triggering Torani's bullseye ability twice, hopefully Gargor's ability at least once, and using Muni failsafe to make sure poor Gargor takes nothing. On the other side, what are we seeing? We see Nomb. Now, we saw a list like this last week. Proton Torpedo, Nomb with Zam. So if you're shooting very late and somebody opts to shoot you, that means you're going to get target locks before you shoot, which means you can shoot those Proton Torpedoes. He's got Auto Blasters, so he's got range 1 to 2 Auto Blasters, potential range 2 to 3 shots with Proton Torpedoes if you shoot Nomb and he gets the target lock. Dengar. It's kind of a lot of reasons not to shoot Nomb, so maybe an in-game piece there. So maybe we'll just see him taking target locks on his own. 2 Zealous recruits and 2 Cartel spacers. So if you're not shooting Nomb, you may be shooting these cheaper ships who are harder to hit. All right. Noah moving. 3 forward from green. 3 forward from brown. And we've got 2 Cartel spacers with Tracer Thread Tracers. So that gives them something to do. Gives them a 3 dice shot. Not a damage, an attack that's going to do damage, but could buff these other ships. Especially, you know, I talked about taking a target lock on your own with Nomb, or relying on Zam to do it. You could also get it from Tracers. So if there are ships that these 6 can shoot in the front arc of Nomb, maybe you set up a double modded Proton Torpedo shot. Maui pointing out that Nomb is only 1 point less than the Dengar. Yeah, you're right. Did he already shoot? Yeah, I see one charge on Lando, so he must have had a shot Torani onto Lando. Fully charged Zam now. Is he? Is Torani shooting? You still have to roll, right? So he's using Muni failsafe. In my mind, I was like, well, you got to at least spin the charge, right? So I never saw the charge spent, but yes, he's spinning the charge. He's Muni failsafing it. He's getting his charge back. Yeah. He thinks that I'm smarter than I actually am. $67 minutes left. So we got a fully charged Zam. That's nice. Do we have the arc? Yeah, it is facing left and right. Circle strafe mode for Lando. Nomb on the debris up here. Looks like he did not take a crit. Got that mobile arc facing backwards. Is that some kind of big brain play? Does have the enemy on the left, which is where Jump Masters want you. So where does Noah want to engage? I think he's doing himself a little bit of a disservice not putting pressure on Gargor and Torani, because Torani just had two free turns to shoot into Lando. Now Torani is going to take the opportunity to lock Gargor, get Gargor turned around, and try to get it close to the enemy. It's kind of like Moldy Crow or lists with probe droids or even sort of E-Wings with turn 1 target locks. Like, you kind of want to get over there while they're taking that 1 or 2 turns of preparation, if you can. Nomb turns in, keeps the stress. The target lock from Zam is not in action, so it doesn't care if you're stressed. Focus from the M3As. Hard one from the Zealous recruit. And yeah, maybe this is a better position for Noah. Because Gargor is way behind it. Generally, with this Torani list, you want Gargor to be out front. Three bank from Lando. Goes for the focus. Great thing about Lando, just take a focus every turn. You've got your ability to take a stress and reroll your blanks. So you're basically double modded. Gargor's the secret weapon. You gotta hide him. We'll see. Dengar. Three banks in behind Lando. Gonna use Hondo to jam Lando, coordinate. No, jams Torani and coordinates into Lando. Because of the stress, it's the only way you can do it. Lando's going to look for a lock. Does he have range to Nomb? Yeah. Does indeed. All right, looks like Lando's going to start us off. Now, he's got to think about this, because if he's got range to Gargor, or into Nomb, that means Nomb can shoot him, and with Zam on board, he could end up enabling a proton torpedo onto Lando, and I don't think he wants to do it. Mobile arc is out the back for Nomb, right? Yeah. So he'd only be able to shoot auto blasters out the front, out of range. There is a stress on Nomb, so that shot would have actually been 3v4 into Nomb. 60 minutes left, 0-0. Are we going to see... You could rush Nomb forward, but it's kind of weird, because I think Lando and Dengar will probably just be banking. So I don't know that there's actually going to be anything in front of you. Maybe just hop over the rock with a 2 forward. Torani, not in a great place. I mean... You do have to respect the cluster missile if you are this group of M3As and Fangs. Does Torani already have Bullseye lined up? I don't think so. Man, Torani's just kind of out there on his own. Her own. How do you get over there? Stay at range with brown and green. You've got range 2 to 3 munitions. Hang out in the back. Shoot those. Try and get the Fang fighters in. Maybe you can do like a 2 and a boost focus from red. It's going to be a real bummer if Torani dies before Gargor gets in there. Broadcloak. Make it fast. Naps! No! You gotta be quick. All right. The one hard from Gargor. And the roll. Gargor, the late game piece. Ooh, Nomb comes over the rock. Trying to block up Lando at least. Takes the damage. Oh, okay. Decides to go after the big boys, the chonksters. Could probably roll left if you want to get away from that rock. Oh snap, we actually have another KYBER match after this. Cool. Flipster, the mod man himself. Stick around. 3 straight from the green Cartel Spacer. Ooh, okay. Kind of looks like you're in for a 1v1 with Torani. Takes the focus. And yeah, brown goes the other way. Is Dengar's turret facing forward? It is. Man, I don't know what it's going to be like to go back to real life when I can't just spin the camera around. I'm going to have to walk to a table. Hey guys, what's Dengar's turret doing? Lando with a 3-bank bumps into Nomb. Nomb looks like it's left. Torani 2 straight. You could would rolling get you bullseye? The nightmare is you would roll, put yourself in front of a rock, and then your bullseye would go right between the Cartel spacer and that red Zealous recruit. Cluster missile, yeah. Give him the beans. If you think you can get a coordinate from Dengar, then maybe you just take the lock and get a focus or something like that. Take a lock and Hondo a roll. The problem is, I bet you he is 3-banked with Dengar, and he doesn't think he can complete it. We'll see, though. Down to 52. Get some real shots this turn. There's the lock. Ooh, he does complete with Dengar. But might want some mods of his own. I don't think... If Dengar shoots Nomb, then Nomb spins the mobile arc around and gets... Actually, Nomb got auto blasters out the front. Not really denying him anything. I don't think you want to take Dengar Gunner potential damage, so he may... Dengar's primary is going to be 2 dice, probably range 3 into that Zealous recruit. That doesn't seem great either. A lot of bold strategies in this chat right now. I like it. Coming down to 50 minutes. Dengar's got to make a decision. Do you use Hondo? Do you take mods for Dengar? I don't think so. Let's take a closer look. He's looking at that distance. I don't think he's got... If he's thinking, could I take a range 2 bullseye auto blaster shot into the sick? I don't think so. No. Range 3 into that sick. Range 2 to the Zealous recruit. What did Dengar do as an action? We're going to range 2 into the Zealous Recruit. I think that's right. Hit crit. He hondoed the sick in the fang. Okay. That's the sort of thing that does not show up in the log. 2 evades, naturally. Doesn't have to spend anything. Lando. Same target. You get the 3rd dice because of Lando's Falcon. Bumped with Lando. Here it is. 3 dice. Is that range 3, though? Yeah. Hey! 3 natural hits. Doesn't need to stress. Who needs mods? Has to spend that focus. Yeah. That's good for Ghost. Less offensive mods. Torani. Going to start us off with a cluster missile. First one into the sick. Unobstructed. 3v3 with a target lock. Oh, he's thinking about, should I just do a primary? Should I do a 4v3 instead of trying to be fancy and shoot the fang? Well now. 3 hits from Lando, hit crit from Torani. Half points immediately on that Cartel spacer. Let's see what the crit is. Fuel leak. No immediate ramifications. Second cluster missile shot. Blank blank focus. Much worse. All right. Who's up next? Brown Cartel Spacer. Checking the arc. Nothing. Yellow Zealous Recruit. Got a range 3 into Dengar or range 3 into Lando. Unobstructed into Dengar. He would be able to return fire. Zam could as well, but it's a bad shot. Without lots of mods, clusters can be very sad. And Torani doesn't care so much about the second shot if Torani has the bullseye. Because if you can trigger the bullseye ability twice, it doesn't really matter what the... It'd be great. It's a cherry on top if you can do damage with the cluster. But you're really just trying to trigger that bullseye twice. Fortunately, Torani didn't have anything in the bullseye here. Three hits. Guess we'll see how many dice come out. Oh, that could literally be range 3 obstructed Lando or range 3 unobstructed Dengar. Takes 1 on whoever it is. It is Dengar. Who is not going to trigger his ability. Gonna keep shooting into Dengar. Potentially has 3 shots in Dengar. That yellow, this Zealous Recruit, and Nomb Lumb with auto blasters. Ooh, what you thinking? Oh, it doesn't have that focus. That's right. Spin it on defense. 2 hits. 1 evade. Takes another one. Is this where you want a Dengar? Green. What you got? You could fire tracers at Dengar. Of course, if you were going to do that, you should have done that before the other Fangs shot. Here's 3 dice into Torani. Oh boy, the natties though. Torani with 1 single dice has 2 shields. Would love to keep that crit on the shields and does. Now Nomb Lumb. Only shot he's got is Auto Blaster out the front. May opt not to take it and suffer the return fire from Dengar. Or may YOLO it. That'd be wild though to shoot Dengar. Dengar shoots you, which then triggers Nomb Lumb's ability and triggers Dengar Gunner. 2 hits. No focus for Tracer, says Grizzle. That's exactly right. That did get jammed off, my bad. 2 hits, 2 eyeballs, so Dengar takes a shield and a hit. And this may actually backfire. Ghost is going to do the Dengar return shot. 2 hits. Double natural evades. Now Dengar the Dengar. Let's see that Dengar crew. First, he's going to flip up. You'd better mean business. Unfortunately, Zam is fully out, or does not have any charges. Rotates that turret. Come on, let's see it. Flip that charge. Dengar does not have a token, so we'll have to roll this dice. I don't think he's doing it. I think there were just too many after defending triggers. He had to rotate the turret with Nomb Lumb and flip the card with Zam. Forgot about Dengar. That would have just been a 50-50 chance of doing extra damage into Ghost. Actually, that literally would have put... If he'd rolled that dice and got a hit or a crit, Dengar would have given up half points. He did, you better mean business. He was expecting not to get shot. $40 minutes left. 14-0. Ghost on top right now with half of that Cartel spacer. Gargor may actually shoot something this turn. 3 bank, right? What about a Torani K turn? That yellow Zealous recruit could hard 1 to the right. That could be problematic. $39 minutes left in the game. Yeah, I mean, the 4K from Torani seems fine. Because I don't know that any of your banks are all that great. I guess what is green doing? Hard 1 in front of Torani. That's bad. There's nobody that can stop the 4K, and I don't know how you get away from it if you're green. Your straight maneuver, I believe, is blocked by Torani. Left goes over the rock, which is not terrible, but you do have a fuel leak. So if you roll a crit, you're dead. I don't think green wants to go face off with Dengar, but if you get close enough, you probably cause a bump. Would you bother turning Nomb around? Probably 3 sloop. Oh wait, that's right. You don't have a sloop that direction. Your sloop is left. Which you could probably complete. There's the 3 bank from Gargor. Takes the calculate. That's right. It is a robot. Looking for that lock. There it is. Wants a full attack mod. Not too worried about defending. There's the 1 hard. Oh boy. It's going to be really bad if Torani K turns. Already has the lock. Guaranteed to get the bullseye. There's the sloop towards the board edge with Nomb. I like it. A 2 bank from the Zealous recruit. Good blocking position. Could block up Dengar, and then Nomb could auto blast. Now you gotta be thinking. You do have the boost into a focus. You do have linked actions. That would give Lando an extra attack dice. So maybe you're okay with this position, and you just focus. Nope. Cartel spacer. 2 turn to the right. Takes a focus. Could end up giving tracers to people from that distance, maybe. Ooh, Lando. Swiggity swooty. 3 bank left. Does have a range 1 on that sick. Has a range 2, probably obstructed into that yellow fang. It's the 4K from Torani. Yeah. Boy, that looks good right now. Oh, man. Does he have anything else in arc for a possible cluster? I don't think so. I don't think so. Dengar. Onto the debris. Gonna roll to see if he takes a crit. He does not. Well, that green Cartel Spacer seems like it's in for a bad time. But you've also got 3 ships behind Dengar who can shoot Dengar without worrying about revenge shots. 4, if you include Nomb. Well, Nomb... Nomblum's out of range. Can't rotate that turret. Ooh! Is that an auto blaster? That ship is just dead. Greedo for triple crits. I mean, roll your dice, I guess, but pad out those dice stats. Kind of bummed for Torani because had the bullseye and everything, and now it can't shoot that ship. Gonna have to shoot something else, I guess. Weapons failure is one of the crits, so nice to have that out of the deck. Panicked, wounded. Torani. Got a range 2 obstructed into red. One hit from Torani. 4 dice from the Fang. 2 natural evades. Has to hold on to its focus. Lando. Can do a 3v3 into brown. Or a 3v4 into yellow. 2v3 into red. Stripping the focus on the Fangs might be nice. You got the best shot into the sick. Yeah, that's where he's going to go. Range 1. Focuses for hit crit. Brown sick. 1 evade, 2 eyeballs. We'll spin that focus gladly and take nothing. Alright. On to Noah, I believe. All the I1s, and then we might see... Gargor might have a range 3 into red. Who dis? Cartel Spacer number 2. Into Dengar. 1 hit. Dengar range 3? Nope, range 2. My bad. 1 evade. Yellow. Range 1 with a focus. 4v2. 2 hits. 1 evade takes 1 on Dengar. There's your half points. Four dice again. Oh.
Oh my god!
Man, 2 range 1 shots for 1 damage? Boy, that's truly awful. Did Gargor shoot? Nah, no shot. He knew it. Oh, he's using... You should thank me. I have almost never seen this. Maybe once. Nobody shot Lando, but Lando is in arc. He's in Nomb arc, right? Did Nomb shoot? Maybe opted not to. 2 hits, 2 evades. Oh, he's using Zealous. Takes a stress to reroll 1 of the evades. So Brown takes 1 on the shield. Yeah, I'm not really sure about Lando and Zealous. But maybe Zealous is cheap enough that you shoot Lando if you don't need to use Lando's ability, then you can use Zealous on the defender's dice. Or, if you're getting a target lock from Zam, then you don't need to use Lando's ability, then you can Zealous. Maybe it works more than I think. Seen it once so far here, and it pushed through some damage. Would Zealous on Dengar and Hondo on Lando be better? I mean, the nice thing about... I was going to say the nice thing about Lando is he can double mod himself. But if you've got Zam on Dengar and you focus, then you could at least double mod the return shot. Hondo at I6 is better. Yeah, exactly what Rooster's saying. I6 coordinate is pretty redonk. But it is weird to have that 64-point Dengar as the Hondo carrier. .24 minutes left in the game, 32-27. Noah leading by 5. Red Zealous recruit. Unstressed could turn around. Not much else to do, honestly. Yellow might turn left towards Nomb. Ugh. I don't know what you do with that stress. Brown maybe hard 1. Aim towards Torani and Dengar. It's the fastest blue you've got on Nomb. 3 forward. Yeah, seems fine. Gargor still hasn't shot. This may be the turn. There's Gargor. 3 bank. Hopefully gets close enough to Dengar that Dengar doesn't bump. Because the thing about Gargor's ability, it does not care about friend or foe. After you defend, each other ship at range 0 suffers 1 crit. So if you bump into... If Dengar bumps into Gargor, all you have to do is shoot Gargor. You don't even have to get damage through on Gargor. Just shoot him, and that'll put a crit through on Dengar. It's a long way of saying, please move Dengar through Gargor. Dengargor. Oh my god. Let's go to List Fortress right now. Hard 3. Focus boost. I guess that gets you out of Gargor's arc. And maybe Dengar's moving fast enough forward that he'll end up in your arc. Because he's stressed from that. Isn't he? Yeah, there's a stress out there on Dengar's arc. Nomb Lumb 2 straight, so does not go 3. Does give it the full 3. Could be a mistake. We'll see. Honestly, maybe take a lock there for proton torpedoes later. I don't think Dengar is going to shoot you for Zam. I don't know that you can rely on the tracers. You may not even be at range 3 of the enemy to get tracers. There's the 1 bank left from Lando. Is going to relieve 1 stress and get another. Does take the crit. Wow. It's bound to happen at some point. Oh boy, does Torani have bullseye on red? Yes. And Ghost is checking that right now. Now, Torani says you have to get rid of a green token or take a damage, right? Unless it removes 1 green token. So, you still got to hit. Now, he's taking a lock on Gargor. The way cluster... First of all, red is range 3, for sure. So, you can't cluster missile red anyway. He's like... I think he's trying to shoot twice. That's not going to work. Oh, he could bounce into Dengar. That would work with R5 TK. And he just cancel both. So thankfully, Dengar does move through Gargor. Gonna rotate his turret. It's a lot of work for 1 damage, I guess, but it's also guaranteed. Like, why roll dice to get a damage through if you can just do it automatically? And especially if Dengar can strip this focus, then you trigger it twice. You get 2 damage through. A range 3 shot might do considerably more than 1 damage, but why take a shot that might do damage when you can do one that will? Well, that's an example of a shot doing nothing. 2 dice, all blanks. All right, cluster missile into Gargor. Spends 2 charges, then Muni failsafe them, gets them back. So you remove 1 focus from the Zealous recruit, and then you take a damage. I'm not saying that's better than shooting red. I'm just saying I can see the logic. Lando has a 3v3 into the Yellow Fang, a 3v3 into Brown, who's already taken a shield. Stripping the focus from Yellow, I don't think does anything. I don't think Yellow has a shot. Stripping the focus from Brown could stop it from doing damage into Torani, giving target locks from Tracers into something. Oh! 3 natural hits. Yikes. 1 evade. Takes 2. If that's into Brown, that's half points. Yeah. Would it have been better to jam the Red Zealot with Hondo instead of turning the Dengar arc? Yeah, if you can... You'd have to coordinate somebody, which I guess would be the Sick. Gargor and Torani are on your side. You could end up double modding the M3A shot, which might be fine. Yeah, I gotta go range 1 into Torani. I think I like that. It's probably toying with the idea of Tracers. The problem is there's only 2 ships, Brown and the Red Fang Fighter, who could have taken advantage of that. So, good to just go raw damage. Oh. No, doing the target lock into Torani, or doing the Tracers into Torani. I think Torani is in range of Nomb, so maybe you're giving... Yeah, that's a guaranteed hit. You'll give a proton torpedo shot to Nomb, I believe. Yeah. So that means Nomb will be taking a double modded 4v2 because it's obstructed. And you just took a 3v1 single modded. All right, here it is. We're seeing the relation between Tracers and this proton torpedo Nomb. Nice little synergy there. 4 dice. Good so far. 3 out of 4. Spins the lock. Oh my god. 2 hits, 2 crits. Guaranteed to take 2 crits here on Torani. Look at all those locks. It's a party.
Oh my god!
2 hits, 2 crits. Wounded. And stunned. So don't go over obstacles. And you're going to have to roll for your actions to see if you take a stress. Hit crit eyeball. That's the Zealous recruit into Dengar. And it looks like Greedo's still active. So he should have, well, 2 evades anyway. He could have turned that hit into a crit, I think. Gargor. Yeah, it's probably okay to shoot Nomb. Oh, no, I'm going to shoot that yellow Zealous recruit. That's safe. Gotta keep in line which scum ships are on which team. Gargor can shoot into that Zealous recruit. One crit. 1 evade. All right. 11 minutes to go. We are close to the end here in this game. Only 18 points between them. Very close match. You know what? I didn't believe in it at the time, but that range 1 Tracer from Torani. What a shot. The setup, the alley-oop. Beautifully done. Dengar's in a weird place. Did hop over Gargor, but in order to turn that turret, had to stress itself. Maybe just 1 bank left. Try and keep your mobile arc towards that red recruit. Did Gargor shoot Nomb? Because Nomb didn't turn the turret. Oh, must have, right? Because there's a target lock on Gargor. That's weird. There we go. All right. And Gargor had an evade, right? So Dengar wouldn't have mattered. Dengar Gunner. Seven minutes left. Lando's pretty happy. He's lost all of one shield. Probably needs to do... You better mean business. Hope that nobody wants to shoot. Lando, get 2 charges. Maybe you can use Zam again before the end of the game. I think this is the last turn. Really? 6 minutes? I guess there are a lot of ships to move. A lot of things to shoot. Ooh, Gargor with the 4 forward. Now the trick to this is you need to actually... Gargor needs to engage, or somebody needs to shoot Gargor. If you turn Torani in... Yes, it's happening. Too hard left from yellow. Gargoyle, got a gargoyle. Yeah, and there's a... Torani still has that lock. So if Torani turns in, cluster... Double tap into Nomb. You get 2 auto damage in there if you've got the bullseye. And that would just be the last 2 shields, honestly. So you do need to do some damage on Nomb if you want to make it count. And you're not going to kill Nomb before it potentially shoots a proton torpedo into Torani. So maybe it's not worth. Because if you get half on Nomb, that's 32 points. And you get maybe 27 from Torani. Okay, we'll see. Uh-oh. Oh, does not bump. What? Wow.
Bruh.
Wow. Wow. Got a range 1, so that means no proton torpedo. You'd still... Well, it'd be a 4-dice shot because it's going to be an auto blast or range 1 bullseye. Mike says, go get that bread. What? This dude is hungry. How did that not bump? Skill. 100%. If Torani dies, but Ghost gets half on Nomb. Let's take a look, right? Because we can do that pretty easy. It's half on Nomb, so kill Torani. He's at 6 hull. That would put Noah in the lead by 12. Cluster Gargor is 3 guaranteed damage. You're exactly right. Gargor is going to deal an unblockable crit. The Bullseye from Torani is going to deal 2 unblockable hits because of the fact that there's no green token. So that's going to be 2 shields. You would shoot Gargor. Munitions fail safe. I guess it doesn't matter which order you do it here. Bullseye or Gargor first. There's 2 shields, so those 2 damage are on the shields. Then you shoot normally. Then you add the Torani damage beneath the shield, or when there are no shields. Here's Gargor, or Dengar shooting first. Single crit into red. 1 evade, 1 eye. Oh, I see a Hondo Jam out there. Here's a 3-dice shot, range 1 from Lando double modded. Brown on a single hull. 2 blanks and a focus. He's going to Lando that blank, both of those blanks. Shoot Gargor last so the crit goes under the shield. The problem is you have to shoot whoever you have the lock on first, and Torani has the lock on Gargor. All eyes, spins the focus for 3 damage. Now you can still get out of this. 3-dice ships. Very much capable of 3 evades. Almost got it. Brown is dead. And that is going to change this arithmetic down here with Torani. Alright. Got to do this in the right order. You shoot Gargor first. Deal the bullseye damage to Nomb. 1 shield. Now he's going to cluster. Oh, first he's going to Gargor. Yeah, there's the shield. Now he's going to cluster, and he actually does need to spend a charge here. 2 hits. Gargor. Blank focus. Nomb. Takes 2. Plus another Torani damage. Zam reveals it is You Should Thank Me. Gets another charge, a target lock, and needs to Dengar this. Because that's just a free damage on Torani. So he fixed wounded on Torani at some point. Nothing Noah can do to win here? Can he not? You're right. Even killing Torani does not get you the points you need. Here's 2 hits into Lando, who rolls 2 natural evades. Pro player kills Gargor first. The problem was Gargor was out of the fight for the most of this game. Normally, I would agree with you. To people who have had this done to them, you see Gargor coming in, typically with an evade, and you're like, I'm not going to shoot that ship. That's not a threat. Oh, yes. Two hits. This is the Auto Blaster range 1 into Torani. Target lock. Hit, hit, crit. Torani's got 3 hull, 1 evade dice. Torani is dead. And look at that. 85 to 86. So, Dengar Gunner probably wouldn't have helped in that instance. Red shouldn't have a shot down there into Dengar. So I think... Do we have a shot Gargor into yellow? Nope. That's I0. That'll do it. GG. Wow. 86 to 85. Ghost wins by 1 point. Congratulations to him. Thank you to Noah for playing. Thanks to everybody for watching. Until next time. This is Scott from Hexile Gaming, signing off.